The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hi, my dear happy children. Welcome back to our English class. Today, we are going to learn the last unit of our English reader. The unit is titled as Share and Care. In this unit, we have 4 lessons where we have to learn the importance of sharing and caring. So today, we are going to learn a poem, My Grandmother's House, written by Kamala Surayya. Children, do you know the difference between a house and a home? Yes, a house is a concrete building, whereas a home is a place where we all live, stay together happily with love and care, affection, sharing, etc. Children, who all live with you at home? Is it a nuclear family or a joint family? Do you love to live with your grandparents? Yes, most of you like to live with your grandparents, isn't it? They cares you, loves you, then tells stories, share everything to you. Am I right, children? Yes. So everybody like to live together happily. My Grandmother's House is a poem written by a well-known Indian author, Kamala Das, in the memory of her grandmother. She tells how she spent her childhood days with her grandmother. Kamala Das considered those days, those memories are the best in her life, and she desires to get them. She also grieves about the loss of her grandmother. Kamala Surayya, known by the names Madhavikutty and Kamala Das, was a gifted bilingual writer who could delight her readers with her inimitable style in both English and Malayalam. She is popular as a poet and short story writer. She was the recipient of awards like Eduthachen Puraskaram, Vailar Award, Sahitya Akademi Award, etc. My Story, The Old Playhouse, and the other poems, Padmavati, The Harlot, and other stories, My Mother at 66, etc., are some of her works in English. So, My Grandmother's House is a poem, is an autobiographical poem. What do you mean by autobiographical poem? Yes, a poem. Yes, a poem you write about yourself. So, it's a nostalgic poem where the poet remember her childhood days. I received love. That woman died. The house withdrew into silence. Snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going there to peer through blind eyes of windows or just listen to the frozen air. Or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. You cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved? I, who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in small change. I received love. That woman died. Who is I here? Yes, the poet. The poet received love. That woman died. Who is that woman? Yes, her grandmother. The house withdrew into silence. Which house is mentioned here? Yes, Kamala Surayya's grandmother's house. So, why the house withdrew into silence? Yes, her grandmother is no more. Snakes moved among books. Her grandmother had a lot of books, but Kamala, the poet, couldn't able to read as she was too young. So, her grandmother used to read stories for her. But now, what happened to those books? Yes, now snakes have found home in those books. Because of the darkness, the snakes started to live there. To read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. Due to the separation from her grandmother, she became worried. So I received love, that woman died. So she received love. Once she received love from her grandmother, the house grew into silence. Now the house became silence. Snakes moved among books. Once her grandmother used to read stories for her, but now among those books, who started to live? Yes, the snakes. And my blood turned cold like the moon, simile. Okay, let's move to next stanza. How often I think of going there to peer through blind eyes of windows or just listen to the frozen air. So, how often I think of going. So, after grandmother's death, she moved to another house. Who moved to another house? Yes, our poet moved to another house. But still, she likes to visit the old house where she enjoyed, where she got freedom, where she got much love, care, and affection. They had to peer through blind eyes. Peer means to look through blind eyes of the windows. Why here the poet wrote blind eyes of the windows? Yes, the windows, everything are covered with the dust because there is no one to take care of the house. So, through the blind eyes of the windows or just listen to frozen air. Why is mentioned as frozen air? Yes, it's unmoved air filled in the house. So blind eyes of the window means is covered with the darkness, and frozen air means unmoved air filled in the house. Or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. You cannot believe, darling, can you? So poet says that she is in despair. She lost all the hopes. She knew well that she won't get the love she received once from her grandmother. So she wishes to bring the memory of her grandmother, and she is like a brooding dog. Brooding dog means thinking dog. She was thinking about her grandmother's love and care. You cannot believe, darling. So she was mentioning to someone, you cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loud. So the poet explained about the house again and again where she got unlimited love. She was proud and loud in that house. I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in a small change. So she's telling that I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors. Now she has to beg at the strangers' doors for receiving love. Nobody is ready to honor and love each other nowadays. She would be happy if she could get at least a small amount of love. So the poet was longing for the true love, care, and affection. So this is a simple poem. The poem is as I said, it's an autobiographical poem. The poet wrote about herself, her memories about the childhood days where she received unlimited love, care, and affection from her grandmother. So, what is permanent in this world? Yes, only true love is permanent in this world. So, my dear children, try to care everyone. Okay? We are not going to lose anything if we care someone. Hope you understood the poem. So, today's homework is you have to write the summary of the poem, and the second homework is you have to write an autobiographical poem. That means a poem about yourself. Okay, children. So, write the poem by your own because it is an autobiographical poem. So, need not to copy from your friends or to search in the Google. Got it, children? Yes. So, that's all for today. We will meet in the next class. Until then, it's bye from Yurin the teacher. Thank you.